Hey, this is Mike S. Thanks for joining me. It's always a pleasure to bring these videos. So today it's all about GameStop, the short squeeze, and all these terms that you may or may not know anything about. It's a little difficult to understand. I've been doing it for years and years and years, but I'll give you the bottom line the way I see this whole thing going down. I bought thousands of shares of GameStop when it was around $4 or $5. Unfortunately, I didn't hold on to it. If I did, I think I calculated like a $600,000 payday, assuming I sold it off somewhere around 300 plus. But I got out of GameStop because I didn't believe that they were going to actually materialize. So I bought it in around $4 or $5 and sold out around 6 or 7, 8. It dropped, I bought in, went back up, I sold out. So I made a few $1,000s, nothing compared to what's being made now. So this discussion, this video is a little bit about what the hell's going on and whether you should jump into GameStop and some of these other what they call short squeezes. So what's happened is guys have bet that the stock's going to go down, guys are betting the stock is going to go up. More guys are betting that the stock is going to go up than stock is going down. The guys that are betting that the stock is going down, it's called a put, are losing because the people that are betting the stock is going up have more money invested. As thousands and thousands, maybe tens of thousands of people are betting that it's going to go up because they're using certain platforms and they're going on chats and they're all kind of like combining their efforts to drive the stock up. So the guys that are betting against them are losing, and they're going to continue to lose. What's going to happen in the future, and is it something that you want to take a look at and maybe jump into? What's happening is the guys that are betting that the stock is going to go down, they have to cover their positions because when the stock goes up, they're losing money. In order to cover their positions and not go totally broke, they have to sell some really top-notch stocks. So they're selling Apple and Microsoft. And what's causing the stocks to drop on Apple and Microsoft, of which I am invested in and I will continue to invest in, is causing those stocks to go down because they're running out of cash. So they got to sell off certain assets they have in order to cover the fact that the stock is going up as opposed to going down. It's a little complicated to understand. Where do we go from here? I'm not so sure it's a great idea to jump into this sort of thing and bet that GameStop, symbol GME, is going to continue to go up, or BlackBerry, or American Airlines, or any of these other companies that have very large short positions. Am I going to jump into it? I'm going to take a look at it on Monday. I don't think I would do any call options on this one. What's a call option? An option is a bet that something is going to go up, but you don't actually buy the stock. So you're buying an option to buy the stock at some time in the future. And that's why these guys are making millions and millions of dollars. But based on my analysis, these guys have been in the game for a while and they know what the hell they're doing. I've made money buying and selling options, but I would suggest strongly against that. If you want to test the GameStop theory, buy 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 or 10 shares, and usually the stock is dropping somewhere between 100 and 150 points. So keep your eye on that and see if your broker will allow you to buy some of those shares. I use Interactive Brokers, TD Ameritrade, Schwab. I don't use Robinhood, but I use several other types of brokerages, and I think what I may do is just check it out on Monday. So Monday is the 1st of February. Some people are estimating that it's going to go up to $500 or $600, $700, but I'm not really a trader. I'm going to be more interested in how Apple is dropping, because Apple has dropped from a high of 145. I sold it off at 144, then I bought it back around 138, went back up to 144, and then they came out with the prices and it dropped back down. So right now Apple, I think, is sitting somewhere around 130, 131. I'm a buyer for more Apple stock. Why? Because the guys that bought that are in the short position ran out of cash, like I mentioned at the beginning of the video. So they got to sell some of that stock in order to cover their short positions on GameStop. I think going against GameStop and betting that it's going to go down is a losing position at this point. I would not do that. I think you're going to get killed. And like I said, what I am going to do is I'm going to take a look at GameStop, see if it drops 100 points or 150 points, and then buy in, and then just kind of like watch it. So I'd like to be in it somewhere around 250, assuming it goes that low. If it continues to rise straight up, then I'm not interested in that stock. I'm more interested in the stocks that are being affected, which are the big ticket, extremely profitable, well-capitalized companies like Apple and Microsoft. This is Mike Addis. Watch out if you're going to be in the trading game. It's not for the faint of heart, because guys are going to lose tens of millions of dollars before this thing is over. Some of these traders that are on Reddit and that are playing around with GameStop, some of these guys have lost money and they've made money. Overall, they've made money. But to think that you can get in and play a game that you're not really familiar with, I think that's a mistake. You might want to take a closer look and investing in some of these companies that are taking a hit, like the big tech companies, Microsoft, Apple, Alibaba, Facebook, Amazon, you know, the FANG stocks like that. This is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining me. Good luck on this one. I'll keep you posted. I'm going to take a look at it and maybe jump in 1 or 2 shares or 5 or 6 shares just to check it out. I'm not heavily invested in the stock market. I have mostly cash, and I'm in a privately owned business where I buy and sell assets in the asset recovery business. If you see my videos, you know what I'm talking about. This is Mike Addis. Thanks for joining me. It's the 31st of January. It's been a great January. We'll see you on the next video.